What's up, everybody? It's Rob. It's time for another Higgins Hates Everybody. Probably includes you. So I'm out on the range taking a short break. It's hot as fuck today. Working with my Crate Tactical 21-inch torsos. Still beating the shit out of those. Got my whip machine SME on my little carbine there. Getting ready for our May class. And just making sure my own fundamentals are where they need to be. Can always improve. Made the mistake of listening to the news. It's always a fucking mistake. Keep in mind, no matter who's pulling the strings in media, the end result is to get advertising time, because advertising time is advertising dollars. The more sensational a fucking story, the more money they're going to make, because the more sensational a story is, the more you're less likely to get off the couch and go get popcorn during the commercials. The more likely you are to watch those commercials, the more money they're going to make. The media wants you to believe that there is an active shooter in every Walmart, supermarket, Stop and Shop, King Supers in America. There isn't. The AR-15 is an anomaly among anomalies. While they may be used in more mass shootings, they are not used in the majority of any shooting. Not suicides, not homicides, not even active shooter events. They are used, but they are not used in like every active shooter event. They're not. The Virginia Tech kid, I think he had a 9mm and a 22. And that was far more deadly than fucking the King Supers guy. What you guys need to understand is you need to be your own defender. A lot of people ran out of that King Supers crying, "Oh, I needed to get out of there. They were shooting and I didn't know what the first shot was, but by the third one I knew. And I was so scared I had to get out of there." Okay? Lots of people got shot because you ran. It's a pretty harsh fucking statement. However, it's not untrue. Not everybody can be a defender. Not everybody's going to be an active and useful member of a defensive situation. They're not. I don't expect my mom to like bust out a Rambo knife and start shanking bitches during an active shooter event. My mom's 85 years old. And no matter how much Tai Chi in the park she does, or Gung Ji she does, mom's 84. She's not going to get the jump on too many people. There's a lot of like dogmatic bullshit out there, like be your own bodyguard. Shut up. Just shut up. You have to be switched on all the time. I don't want to be switched on all the time, and I'm not. I'm not always like this, looking at my phone, tweeting and twatting. You shouldn't be either. Pick your fucking head up, look around. It doesn't take long to go from switched off to switched on. When you're in the middle of an event, you're behind the curveball already, and you need to switch on to get ahead of the curve as quickly as fucking possible. It's just the way it is. Even if you're switched on, you're still behind the curveball when the event starts. Lots of people say action beats reaction. It's not true. They both use the same motor pathways. One of those just has a head start. Action usually comes first. So you're behind the curveball, or behind the 8-ball every time. So you have to get ahead of the curve. Doesn't matter if you're switched on or switched off. When I was little, I was an abused kid. Not abused. Wrong term. Let me take that back. I was a bullied kid. Through kindergarten and first grade, I was bullied by a kid, and the person that defended me the most was a kid named Marco, and he was actually the cousin of my bully. And one day Marco was out, and the bully knew it. The bully showed up to beat my narrow little ass. And luckily, I got in a lucky shot. And I got him really good in the face, and it stunned him so much he ran off. That's an aberration, too. Sometimes if you stand up to a bully, you just get beaten worse. But it worked out for me. And that was the basis for my developing confidence moving forward. Not everybody has that event. One of the earliest commercials I remember, it was for Middletown Kempo Karate. And it was filmed in the town square. This little old lady's walking down the sidewalk, and this hamburglar-looking nerd jumps out from behind another tree, and he's miming, give me your wallet kind of behavior. And Lee Lowry jumps out from behind another tree, and he's in his full black belt gi, forms up, and the scary mugger drops his hamburglar blade and boogies out. And the tagline was, Lee Lowry can't be everywhere. Learn to defend yourself. And that really stuck with me throughout my entire life. I believe I am a defender. I've had the opportunity, and I've been put in really awkward situations in the past where I've been forced into that role, and it worked out for the best each time. While the actions were never perfect, the outcome was as good as you could expect it to be. I've been in large-scale security operations. I've been in terrorist threats. I've been on response teams. I've been on security contracts. I've been a law enforcement instructor for 12 years. I'm a law enforcement instructor for the U.S. Krav Maga Association. I've muzzle front's been mine since 2007. We're a firearms and defensive tactics company. The last 10 years, we've been more on the consulting and ops side than the instructional side. That's one of the reasons we have 4 classes this year. A lot of people ask us to come back. And we do miss doing it, and there is a call for it right now. More people need to be trained. So that's kind of what we're doing. But you don't have to be switched on all the time. But you don't have to be the one that runs out of King Super screaming, crying, and scared out of your fucking mind. In that situation, an incapable person does one of 2 things. They pray or they run. If you're praying, you're hoping the cops get there. Just praying to God, I hope the police get here. I hope somebody stops this as quickly as possible. And if you run, you just run, and there's nothing wrong with it. Lots of people run every day. Some people do it for pleasure, which is weird. I've never once gotten a runner's high. That's fucking oxygen deprivation in your brain, but it's another story. If you're praying, whether the response to that prayer is yes or no, your actions on site will be exponentially faster than the response time of that answered prayer. Maybe you're the answer to somebody else's prayer. During the event and after the event, everybody offers thoughts and prayers. I have news for you. Thoughts and prayers are as useful as tea tree oil on a fucking bullet wound. You're still leaking. Pour more on. I'm still fucking leaking. So what you need to do is decide if you're a runner or a reactor. Think about it. Make your decision. Regardless, it's the right one for you. Try and have a good day. Be safe. Realize that these events are the anomaly, not the norm. Don't give in to fear. Don't be that asshole that causes a problem. Try and be a solution to a problem. Go out, train, be safe. Remember, I don't fucking like you. Probably at all.